Hello, welcome back to another music lesson with Miss Dolly. So today we are going to build a water xylophone. So we're going to be finding some materials in the kitchen. I used a set of glass cups in two sizes, and you can experiment around in your own kitchen and see what you have. But again, please make sure you ask first before you take anything and start playing around in the kitchen. So I'm going to take you guys to my kitchen right now and show you how I got started. And I'm also going to link on our sheet for the week. I'm going to link some different ideas and some different performances that you can take a look at to get some ideas. Feel free to try and figure out some songs on your own that you already know, or take it that next step farther and see if you can compose your own song. Okay, create something all of your own when you get your musical water xylophone working. I hope you guys have fun. Okay, so I have been experimenting with my musical xylophone and I came across an interesting problem. A little bit of a science problem here. So I have a set of glasses which should be all of the same. They came from the same set of glasses, but this set that I'm using today actually came from my grandparents. So they're very, 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 very old. And I'm assuming that because they're so old, back in those days, the manufacturing process was not the same. So I think there must be some kind of a difference between the thickness of the glass, because I'm going to play you what I have so far. Now, as I've been getting this set up, I've just been pouring water in, taking it out, trying to get as close to a scale as possible so that I can play some sounds, or some songs, not sounds. So this is what I have so far. So the first glass you'll see is completely filled with water. Then I substituted in one of the smaller glasses because I was able to get a good second note for the scale. Then I continued to fill them up less and less. So when we fill them all the way up, like this first one, it's going to be a lower sound, a lower pitch. The less water they have in them should make it so the pitch goes higher. But I'm going to show you when we get to these two glasses what is happening, and this is where I ran into a little bit of a problem. So I'm going to have to do some more experimenting before I figure it all out. So if I start from the bottom, again, so my first two glasses are filled almost to the top. We have so I can hear these two are playing the same note, even though if you take a look, one of them is filled up with water to here. This one has no water. And they're almost exactly the same pitch. So I'm going to have to see if I can find some other things in my kitchen. Otherwise, I'm only going to have 5 notes, or do, re, mi, fa, sol. I will still be able to make some songs with those if I need to. But I'm going to see what else I can find in my kitchen and see if I can continue to build up. Okay, so I've been doing some experimenting. I was only able to come up with 6 of my 8 notes for my scale that I wanted. You'll notice that I have a whole bunch of glasses that didn't make the cut. Now I am using a metal fork to play. If you're going to be doing that, so first of all, if you're going to do this at home, make sure you ask your parents' permission before you start pulling out all of the glasses, and just check to make sure which ones you can use. And the other thing is you might want to use something that's not quite as hard as a metal fork. It does get a really nice sound, but you do need to be really careful as you're going through not playing too hard. So I will play you what I have so far, and then I'm going to show you what you can do at home and kind of experiment around with some different songs. So starting from the beginning. Now if you take a look, we have different levels, different sizes, and I had my jug full of water, And I just experimented. I put a little bit in. If it didn't sound right, I tried a little bit different, a little bit less, a little bit more, until I got it to a place where I was happy with it. So I'm going to start playing one note at a time. I'm going to play some melodies. I want to see if you can figure out what I'm playing. Okay, so here's the first one. Good. Sorry about that. I'm trying to record and play at the same time. Does anybody recognize that song? Frère Jacques, dormez-vous. That was our first one. Okay, I'm going to play another one and see if you can figure out. This one will be so hard. I don't know if you're going to be able to get what it is. All right, let's take a listen. I know, that one was so hard. I bet you could not figure that one out. Might be the wrong season for a little Jingle Bells, but there's that one. Now, you can play one note at a time to get your melody. You can also play two at a time. I don't know if I can actually do this while recording. I'm going to see. Now, if I play two at a time, you're going to notice that I'm going to get some harmonies, because when we put two notes together, we're going to get that interval, and when we play them together, it's called a harmonic interval because we're creating that harmony. If we played three together, I don't know if I can actually play three together. It's an experiment right now. Can we play three all together? Let's see. Okay. Here we go. Oh, it works. So when we put three together, we're going to come up with a chord. Okay. So I want you guys to just experiment. Have some fun with it. This is not anything that has to be extra work, but just have some fun if you want. And I'm going to link some videos that show some other water xylophones. I didn't actually have any food coloring in my house right now, and I wasn't going to make one trip to the store just to buy some food coloring, so you can add food coloring to each one, and you can kind of make it so it matches like if we were playing with our boom whackers. So each note is a different color, and that makes it a little bit more fun, but you can do it just like this without any food coloring, but experiment, have some fun. If you want to send me a video, I love getting some videos. It's so nice to see your faces. So if you'd like to send me something, please feel free, and I will see you all soon.